How do you make a good resilient portfolio? One is the allocation between asset classes. Second, within equities, for the last 6 to 8 years, we've got all our clients have take exposure of at least 10 to 15% in global markets. So you're not taking always an India risk, because just like how every asset class performs differently during various periods of time, there are economies that perform differently. And some of the big innovation happening, whether in AI, defense, or climate, you find many opportunities that also exist globally. So 10 to 15% within equities is diversified globally. Within equities, between mid, large, and small cap, there are different allocations based on how the underlying earnings are. And if much of data you must have read and seen that over the last 1 or 2 years, despite index not doing well, but the small and mid cap, a whole bunch of companies have grown between 16 to 25%, even in this environment. So the allocation, sub-allocation then becomes important. And within fixed income, some of the products that were spoken about, REITs, InvITs, private credit, these are places where you can get your portfolio to be less volatile and still generate some return. And the thing that to be most careful about is the concept of FOMO. In the last 1 or 2 years, when equity markets don't do well, the industry tends to come up with lots of pre-IPO private transactions that are recommended. There is very limited information with which these products are recommended. So you have to be extra careful not to get overexposed to some of these so-called private deals, which carry this very, very high risk. So in summary, it's about asset allocation, not stock selection. It's about diversification and not prediction. And it's about managing your temperament and behavior and not market timing that will decide how you preserve wealth during these uncertain times.